Hey guys, so how many of us were part of the extracurricular activities growing up? Like sports, drama, reading club, acting club, whatnot. Yeah. So I'm in the same boat as you guys because growing up I've been part of sports, and I still am part of my church activities. I work with the kids ministry, the worship arts ministry, where I'm the librarian getting the songs for every morning, or every Sunday morning when our band practices. Also, I've been part of the volleyball team development class this semester, and it has helped me because the coach has asked me to come and work out with them during the summer and try out for the team. Well, today I would like to persuade you to how extracurricular activities will help us and benefit all of us in the long run. Some activities that everyone can be involved in or participate in is a sport or a club. For example, if you love sports, you can be part of the football club or football team, the basketball team, volleyball team, swim team, and those will be helpful for you to grow in leadership, have friends, and grow up and mature in those ways. Also, being part of a club helps you to be more knowledgeable in a certain area. For example, if you're part of history, and because you're really interested in that, then you can have that knowledge and share that knowledge with others who are interested in history as well. I think that we should encourage our kids, our siblings, our family to be part of an extracurricular activity because obesity rates and our obesity problems have grown, especially in the US today, because a lot of our kids don't go out as much as often the kids did back in the days. We would have them be protected because of how the crime rates are growing now, and being part of an activity helps kids be more proactive and be more healthy. Also, being in an extracurricular activity helps build relationships, friendships, and accountability. Because when you are accountable with someone else, then they can keep you in check to be well maintained in your weight or how you are doing in school, work, or anywhere else. And you can also hang out with them during the school days, during the weekends, and everyone can be involved in that sport or that club that you're in. So without being able to be involved, then how can you stay active in everything that you do? It also can relieve stress that we are in. For example, if we work 40 hours a week or even more, then we can go out and do our sport or be part of the club to release that stress. We can also have a support system when we are in a club or in a sport, because without that support system, then we can get into depression and other things that we can be involved in can lead us to a bad habit of life. In kidshealth.org article, they explain some benefits of extracurricular activities for kids. They can explore their physical, creative, social, political, and career interests, like with other people who are interested in that as well. When they get involved in groups, they can get support from other students with their own background. For example, if you're Latina, Latino, Mexican, African American, Asian, you can connect with your race and be able to get in touch with your roots. Also, when you are participating in activities like these, then you can also look good in your job applications and your college applications, because when you apply to those things, then you are able to be more of a better candidate when they look at your resume. Also in Joy Burgess' article, Extracurricular School Activities and Benefits, she says that learning time management and prioritizing through sports and clubs can help your student or your kid be able to learn how to prioritize their time. And also we can learn how to have long-term commitments. as well. Because with long-term commitments, then we can be able to know how to manage our time and stay committed to one thing, not always jumping around and spreading ourselves thin as well. And one last thing is that we can build our solid relationship skills. When we do that, then we are able to manage our time and be more social. Thank you.
Ashley, what did you think?
I thought it was a good topic. There was a lot of ideas in there, and it seemed like there wasn't a whole lot of citations, so I wasn't sure if there was a whole lot of proof or if it was just concepts. But there was also a lot of either anxiety or losing your train of thought. But overall, it was a good topic with a lot of reasons why it would be a good thing to do to join in with extracurricular activities.
Well, I won't dispute you about the topic. I think it's an interesting topic. Once again, we get that audience survey, and once again, we get the awkward example about why it doesn't work very well. I think you need more of a preview of what the content is going to be. As you rush through the presentation, it feels like a check-off list that we're going to talk about these potential benefits. I got a lot of claims about benefits. I didn't hear a lot of proof about them. You mentioned, for instance, physical activity and benefits, but I didn't hear any information that says that makes a difference in kids' lives, that it's important. Any explanation that there's a shortage of people doing that as much as they ought to be, or that we have the ability to accommodate all of the people that want to participate, for example, in some physical activity. The leadership stuff, you rely primarily on your own experience to talk about. The only two quotes that I heard to support the subject that you're talking about, one was incredibly general. It basically made all the generic statements that you made without providing any particular proof on those points, and the other one dealt with time management issues, which feels like it's a separate issue that could be developed here as a justification for extracurricular activities, and it needs a little bit more development as a consequence. I just thought that the material was underdeveloped. Presentation, look, you've got a good voice when you're speaking, but you're arrhythmic in the pacing. You stop and start and hesitate, and I'm not always sure if it's anxiety or if it's you can't remember what you're talking about. You need to be a little bit more fluent in that. Very good audience contact, though. You are looking at us for the most part, most of the time, and trying to maintain a relationship with the audience while you're talking, and I thought that was definitely something to appreciate. You do, for the first couple of minutes of the speech, have your legs crossed kind of awkwardly. It looks very tense when you're doing that. You got a little bit better as you went along. Be careful using also as a transition, because it does make your supporting points sound like it's a laundry list that you're going through. And you need to be a little bit more original than that.